July 1st, Thursday, 3:01 a.m., otherwise known as the witching hour. That's right. Ouch. My back. That shit hurt. It's the witching hour. You know, that time of night where things go bump in the night. When the spirits come out to play. Now, I know in this house, usually around that time of night, the cat's going crazy, but apparently, he's quiet right now. I wonder why. He's outside. Now, I want you all to know something. This is an actual paranormal investigation. This is the first one I've ever done. So bear with me. I'm a novice at this. I'm a novice. I don't have all the fancy equipment. I have a few apps I downloaded on my phone, so that's pretty much it. But there's a chair right less than maybe 2 or 3 feet from me. And there's an entity that likes to sit in this chair. When he sits in this chair, I get shocked by shit. I'm not quite sure why, but I get shocked by my phone. Like now, yeah, it's plugged in, right? So you probably say, if you put the damn thing to your ear, you might get shocked. Why? Why? That doesn't make sense. But unless it's a flaw with Apple, it's happened to me. Not plugged in. So maybe I should sue Apple for electrocuting my fucking head. The other day, this mic was sitting right over here. That's my so I can pick up the sound a little bit easier. And I happened to do this, lean up against it, BOOM! Shocked the shit out of it. Right? Now, I didn't realize at the time that these things were happening, that the entity that was already in this house before I got here was, had anything to do with it. I had no idea. So one day I just wanted to see where Camilla was, which is the little ghost girl that followed me from Valley Cemetery. I believe she died away from her family. I believe she may have fell into the creek there, and I believe that might have been the ghost girl, honestly, because she's been following me. Like, well, let me find out where she is right now. Let you know. Hold on. Let's see. Now, for those of you who are familiar with this reality ripple thing on TikTok, I'm still skeptical about whether or not it actually catches anything. But I do have to say this: if it's not catching stuff that's supposed to be there, then there's something wrong with the app itself, because this shit'll be popping. Like right now, nothing's happening. I'm pointing it at my computer. Nothing. Computer completely clear, right? That's how the filter's supposed to be, right? I'm gonna record this so I can post it on TikTok right now. Right? Nothing on the computer. Now, see, we go over towards this area, and look at that. Whatever it is not sitting still. It's up and it's about. And Camilla like, what is that shape there? That's a white wall, and there's a box there, but between it is just white wall. Now, as this is picking up and showing, Camilla is not in her corner like she usually is. So where did Camilla go? Where'd you go, Camilla? She might be sitting with me. I don't think she likes the old guy too much. He doesn't like her. And I'm going to assume the old dude's in the kitchen. Oh, there he is. Probably gonna go in the kitchen. Who knows? But I am going to figure out, if possible, I can get some kind of evidence, more so than just goosebumps being electrically shocked by things that should not electrically shock me. And also, see if I can get some kind of confirmation. Like a name that I could look up. You know, Camilla's name was just a first name. Didn't get a last name. Although the next time I did one of those little EMP or RM, whatever box things that just spits out random words, I did get the last name Avery and also the name Alexander. I didn't look them up. I should have. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Isn't it a little bright in there to be doing paranormal investigations? No. I don't know if you'll see it, but I'm hoping if I leave the computer on long enough, you'll see the one that likes to walk back and forth in that hallway where the light is there. There's one that walks back and forth from the room to the kitchen all the time. I see it every night. Freaks me out sometimes. I think it's my cousin. It's not. There goes the cat. It's my buddy. It's Ramses. He's my little friend. He makes sure that spirits don't get too fucked up. And if he came in, then there's a very strong possibility that the ghost guy is hanging around in the chair. Don't press the mouse button, Ramses, damn it! What's up with you, man? Well, let's see. Ramses, stop. You're always clicking my mouse. Always clicking my mouse. You can't do anything with the mouse. Well, let's see if he bought. Just like I figured, Ramses is here because Spirit is here. Now I will say this. These are not scary spirits. I don't know if anybody is familiar with iron and its use against evil spirits, but I believe in it. I believe in it. I believe that it does keep spirits at bay. We'll get into that another day. Right now, I do have my iron spike. I also have this here, blessed oil. Yes, it's blessed by holy people. Just those who believe in what it is they do. I don't know if God came down and blessed this oil or Jesus Christ touched it. All I know is that people who believe in positive energy bless this oil. So, I'm going to anoint myself with some of it. Give the cat some too. Let's keep him safe. That way, if anything evil arises, it can't take hold. I mean, you can't stop it from being there. Evil is going to be where it is. But you can keep it, in my opinion, from latching itself onto you. Now, I have another... What's the matter, man? What are you doing? Ramses. Stop. Damn cat. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Alright, now, let's see. What's the first thing we're going to use here? Got this from Paranormal Investigation team. It's got some tools here. What I'm going to use first is the EMF detector, or the M1 Mini Gauss MG, for testing, magnetic field disturbances. Let me watch my ad first, because I didn't pay for it. Sorry guys, didn't have the money for it at the time, so I'm using the free version of it right now until I feel like maybe it's real. Now, I believe you guys have all probably heard of Paranormal Investigation Team. If you haven't, I believe you can find them on YouTube. Check them out. The only reason I got the app was because it was endorsed by them, and I figured, these guys know what they're talking about. So first things first, we got to put this near a source of... electromagnetics, so we can check and see that it is working. And as you can see, we are completely lit up, right? Bam, lit all the way up, because I'm right next to the computer. Now let's move away from the computer. I don't know if you can see it from here, folks, but this thing is at 1 point. No, it's at 10 mgs. It's starting to go down now. But as I put it here near the couch, 2.5. Now it's yellow. I really wish you guys could see this, but at the edge of the couch here where we saw that little bit of color from the stupid little TikTok app, it's flashing yellow. Now it's going back down to green. But there's nothing metal or magnetic here. It's just a couch. That's it. So why the energy? Now let's put it near the microphone. Bam. Okay, all the way up, which would make sense. But here on the couch, we have got all the way up to the orange light. Like I said, I wish you guys could see this because it's steadily at 2.5 and kind of climbing. So, I guess we should begin, shall we? Now, it might be a good idea for me to turn this music off, but I just, put it on to set the mood. But if anything is going to be heard, obviously it's going to have to be in silence. Now, mind you, there is some noise. If you hear howling, it's the wind. This building's acoustics are weird like that. When the wind blows, the whole building just has this nice, eerie sound. But that's not what we're going for right now. So let me turn the mic volumes up so we can pick up pretty much everything. I apologize if shit gets really loud. I do have two mics running, one here and then this one over this way. So I'm wondering if maybe I should move one of the mics closer to where the activity is happening and see if maybe the mic picks up something, right? So I'm gonna set it. Okay, well, he's not here anymore. Is he by the chair now? Yep, he's in the fucking chair. So I'm gonna put this mic in front of the chair. I'm gonna turn the camera over that way a little bit too. I remind you, I gotta turn my whole screen on my computers, but let's try to get a little bit more of this area here. Right, there's the chair that he's usually sitting on right there. Well, so we're gonna put the microphone. Maybe he'll talk to us. Maybe he won't. But let's just check and see. I'm gonna hold it up here. Notice that all the way up here. Now I'm not in next to the mic, right? Not next to the mic. This thing is all the way at red. All the way at red, right? Like I said, pardon me for the screwy camera angles, but I'm doing the best I can. And this is kind of the angle. This is where most of the shit happens. Well, let me get up and walk over there. I'll turn the lights on real quick too, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right. So from the door, which is over here, to here, is like a path of energy. Like you can feel, like I can feel it now. It's hot. Goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. And it's hot as shit in here. I kid you not. It's freaking hot and humid and just plain nasty. Which reminds me, I gotta close this blind to keep the hot ass sun from boiling me. Good morning. What are you looking at, Ramses? Alright? Okay. Don't bother Ramses. That's what you guys are doing, don't do it. Now, alright, as I'm walking around, standing right here in this point, I'm at the second green. Over right now are all hot spots. And right here in the chair, well, as you can see, we still have something close to this area. So, I guess it's time for us to try to make contact, right? I mean, that's what we're here to do. So, let's try it. And I'm sorry about the light in the back like that. Let me shut that one off so you can actually see some stuff. Now, I also have one other thing on here, which is one of those cameras that's supposed to like show you the shape of an outline of something, which I haven't seen any outlines yet. So I'm kind of wondering if I might get to use, oh, excuse me. Now there's also an REM. I still haven't quite figured out how to use this thing. You know, Ramses. No, down. Thank you. Now I haven't quite figured out how to use this. I know when I turn it on, I don't know if I'm supposed to ask questions or just let it do its thing. I set the sensitivity to 100%. View the advertising I have to view. After that, we'll do a ghost box. See if that gives us anything. But I only get 30 seconds on it, so like I said, I didn't pay for the app yet. But if it seems like it's right, I'll definitely, invest in it. Or invest in actual real standalone equipment. Wait for the ad to finish. Ad is finished. Now, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn it up. And I'm going to set it here where the ghost is supposed to be. Prop it up. And then let's go. Right now, I'm going to move this mic away because I don't want any other interference, but I'll leave it close to it, like on the floor there. We're getting some readings. Let me turn it down this way a little bit so you guys can see. It's doing its thing, sitting there. So we got then. Let's see what we get after that. Maybe we should ask it a question. Will. Then will. Alright, are you evil? Do you wish to harm me or anyone else living?
Place.
That doesn't really answer the question. Like I said, I'm not sure if you're supposed to ask it questions or if you're just supposed to piece these words together. I don't know. I have no idea. But then, will, and place.
To pass.
To pass. Yeah, well, you should probably pass. I mean, you're stuck here. I don't know why, but I'm sure it can't be fun.
Here.
Yes, I can hear. If you're actually communicating with me, I can hear you through this device. So, communicate. Do you have a name?
To rise.
I don't think that's going to be possible. Like I said, people, I don't know if I'm using this fucking thing right. I mean,
Position.
I don't have to say anything, and it's going to pop up words. So like I said, I'm not sure if I'm using it right. If there's anybody out here who knows whether or not I'm using this properly, let me know. Or, okay, to smoke. I do have some vape on here. But if anybody knows whether I'm using it properly, to hold, to smoke, and to hold. If anybody knows whether I'm using this properly, let me know. And if I am using it properly and this thing is just spouting out random shit when it thinks I'm asking questions, tell me if it's bullshit. Because I want to know if it's bullshit. I don't want to buy apps or equipment that doesn't work. Sign. Can you give me a sign? Can you... Don't electrocute me. Like, maybe move something on the table or right here in front of me, or turn on this Turn on this flashlight, perhaps. There is a lot in the background. There's a whole lot in the background. Let's turn the sensitivity all the way up.
Your.
Okay. What about me?
Whatever.
I still don't know. I still don't know.
To expose.
To expose. Did something happen to you that you want exposed?
Force.
Force. Were you attacked?
Italian.
Okay, so I'm gonna find out if the person who used to live here was Italian.
To happen.
Not sure what that means. Like I said, folks, this is my first time doing this, so if I'm doing this wrong, if anybody here wants to share anything with me in the comments, I greatly would appreciate it, because I plan on doing more of this. Fight! Okay, so force, Italian, something I didn't listen to because I was talking, and fight.
Run away.
I don't like that. Why? Why do I have to run away? Who needs to run away?
Careful.
Now, I am really breaking out in goosebumps. Well, you can't see it because of how dark it is, but I just got goosebumps over everything. What about the wall? Careful of the wall. Which wall?
Official.
That's random. I wonder, are you supposed to pick the first word, third word? I mean, somebody tell me, is there a pattern to this? I'm assuming there has to be. Official. Wall and official.
To offend.
I don't want to offend. I'm trying only to understand. I don't want to offend. I don't want to harm. I'm not here to hope. Good. Good. Hope is good. Hope is good, right? Hope is good. To hope. So what do you hope? Do you hope to have peace? Do you hope to...
Stick up for.
Okay, I think something might have happened to this guy, and he might have been abandoned. Sort of like Camilla. Do you hang out with Camilla? You're not mean to her, are you? She's only a little girl.
Continuous.
Hope, to hope continuous, yes. You should keep hope. I'm talking to this guy. I don't know if he's talking back to me. Like I said, there's more than one. There? How many of you are there? I know there's 2 of you, for sure. But how many? Can you give me a number, perhaps?
Study.
Okay. Definitely gonna have to do some studying. I need to understand what I'm doing better. But I mean, can't fault me for trying, right? But twice I've
Similar.
busted out into freaking goosebumps. Twice. And like I said, wiping sweat off my forehead. It's hot. Got a fan on. It's hot. It's not cool. It is 86 degrees with a humidity of 62%. Plant. Yes, I do have plants. You're right. And you guys keep messing with that tent because I hear you messing with it all night when the cat's not out here. They're
To merge.
pepper plants. And yeah, I do actually plan on cross-pollinating some of them if that's what you're talking about.
Waiting.
What are you waiting for? To pass? You did say that earlier, to pass. Or are you waiting for someone to
Effort.
effort? Tell me something about yourself.
Sense.
I can sense. I've been told I have that gift. I never believed it.
To dream.
I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure this out. I mean, if it's just translating energy into words, I have to say that, yes, I do have iron. Haha. Right here, buddy. My iron spike. Does this bother you? Wow.
Recent.
When I put this next to that thing, the signals went down significantly. Now, I don't know if it's because it's iron and it's ferrous and all that other shit. It's possible. Recent.
Rapid.
I did hear that this person did die within this year. Within this year. So that could be what they're talking about. Rapid could have been his decline. Maybe he was ill and got sick very quickly and died suddenly. Now the signal is strong again. Report. So there is a report on your death.
Safety.
So was there something to do with your safety that led to your death that was someone else's doing? I have to sleep in here. Probably gonna be sleeping with the lights on.
Oliver.
Aha! We have a name. Oliver. We also have Italian. Two pieces of information. Thank you.
Yes.
It answered the question I was thinking. I didn't even get the shit out of my mouth. I was gonna ask if that was his name. Oliver.
Expense.
Can you tell me a little bit more about who you are, or who you were, or who are you now? Like, are you at peace? Which, not which is in which, WITH, but which is in which one or which place. So, which? You're probably hearing a lot of noise from the fan, so let me turn this off. Yeah, a lot of noise from the fan. So now we got the fan off, so I'm gonna get hot. Now we have the word French. That could be important.
Cat.
Yes, I do have a cat. His name is Ramses. And now the signal has gone very low. Nope, it's back now. Do you not like the cat? He's a nice little cat.
A.
He's a wonderful little cat. He's a sweetheart. I love that cat. It's like my best friend.
Century.
A century. Now who am I talking to?
Such as.
Come on, give me more. Give me more. I want to know more. I'm not here to harm, exploit. I just want to know more.
There.
I'm going to give this another 5 minutes or so. Then we're going to move on to the next point of the investigation. We're going to hear if we get anything from the spirit box.
Behind.
Don't say that. I got my iron spike. My grandfather's hat's behind me.
To assert.
Grandfather's followed me around for quite some time.
Time.
Yes. I'm sure this is taking a lot of your energy, and I don't want you to waste it if you are...
Background. Report.
Report again. Almost. A few more minutes.
Hill. Long.
It's getting so hot.
Path.
Alright, I'm gonna end this and we're gonna start another session, okay? Whoa.
Minute.
Yeah. Well, technically we do have a minute left. I said 5, but we can make it one more.
To exhibit.
And what would that be? Exhibit what exactly?
Smile.
These are all pretty decent, warm words, minus the safety and careful one. Although I take those more as...
James.
Now we have James. Wonder if Oliver or James, or is it James Oliver or Oliver James? I guess we'll find out when we do some research. Part of the investigation process is finding out if there wasn't an Oliver James here.
Mother.
Now I think this could be Camilla. She was looking for
To
him.
close.
Makes me feel so sorry for her too. You know, that she's the one. Obviously she hasn't found her mother, and I don't think I can bring her back to her mother. If I could, trust me, I would.
Special.
I hope they're saying I'm special. That you know, that makes me feel nice if it's the ghosts think I'm special. Is it me that's special or you that's special?
To right.
Alright, we're gonna stop this portion so I can turn the fan back on because I'm starting to get hot. Move the mic over here. Turn the computer back this way. Alright. Kingdom. Let's go ahead and stop that. Let's go over to the ghost box. Now, I only get 30 seconds. So it's not a lot of time. But let's see what we can get in 30 seconds. Now, if anybody hears anything that I don't hear, once again, if you guys are into this paranormal stuff like I am, and because I believe it's easier, or not easier, but I believe it's a lot more credible when you let other people see things, or maybe they just see something because you're not paying attention to it. So, if you guys see anything in the video, point it out, heard anything, you know, any of that stuff, point it out in the comments. Alright, let's do this. Is there anybody that wants to communicate?
Oh, Jay. All of that. seconds. Away from.
Well, I did not hear anything that definitively says ghost. Now, for $4.99, I could get everything that it says I'm supposed to be able to use. Now, this is from, like I said, Ghost Hunters Paranormal Investigation Team. Alright. Now, since I'm not going to be paying for anything at this moment, I'm going to switch back to TikTok real quick and see if the chair is still lit up. Because if not, like I said, then these apps are bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Energy is still here. Anything going on in the kitchen? Nope. Hello, Camilla. And others. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's well. Alright, now tell me if anybody sees what I'm looking at right now. See the head, eyes right there? Alright. Hold on 1 second, folks. I gotta post this one because if you want to know what I just saw sitting in the chair, well, you're gonna have to check it on TikTok and TikTok and YouTube. I mean TikTok and Insta, because I can't. Well, I could. I guess I could show it to you. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'll show it to you. All right, now. Because you can kind of see the shape of like head and shoulders and almost eyes. Like I said, maybe I'm crazy, but I see a distinct shape of a head and shoulders. It looks like long hair. Now I'm gonna ouch by the microphone again. Which I don't think it's a malicious thing. I just think it's his energy is feeding into things around it and it's discharging. I don't think he's doing it to be malicious. Like, I don't get a vibe of he wants to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? None of them are giving me that vibe. They just startle the shit out of me because I'll be, in my own little world and all of a sudden I'll see something walk past and I'll think it's my cousin. So I'll be ready to say what up and then I look again and there's nothing there and I'm just like, oh God, all right, I don't need this because then I won't be able to go to sleep because I'll be all day just wanting to see if I can catch them doing it. And I'm not quick with the phone. Like, I'll sit there and stare at something for a minute like, am I really seeing this? And then I realize I'm looking at something and I'm like, oh, I should have recorded that. But then, I don't know. See, like, to me, when somebody's already recording some shit and then, like, something happens that's supposed to startle them that they're not expecting, I don't believe it. But when you are around something and you know the area that you're in is more than likely haunted, then if you're recording a certain area, like maybe one night I'll just set up a camera and just let it record and see what happens. Maybe nothing will, maybe something will. I'm sure a lot happens when I'm sleeping because stuff gets moved. I put everything in the same place. same exact place. I'll get up and it'll be gone. Then I'll find it someplace that I wouldn't put it. And cats don't have, as we all know, opposable thumbs, so they can't grab things and move them. And I would have heard it. Trust me. Fucking Ramses is loud. He ain't trying to be quiet about shit. Now let me try the other one, which is the camera. That's like the Xbox Connect camera. Puts like the little stick figure shit on there. So I'm gonna check this out. The hell? That was pretty funny. Sorry about that. Some crazy shit. But let's see if you guys, I'm going to show you the video. I just posted it. And you just tell me what you see there. Because I don't know about you, minus the two bottles sitting behind there, that gives it the appearance of a nose. Do you not see those eyes? That shape of a head? And like shoulders and shit? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy? Because that's what I fucking see. There's nothing shaped like that in that chair. At all. Nothing but those two bottles of sauce that you can clearly see there. And it's not just around the outline of the sauce, and it's not around the outline of the whole entire chair. So, I don't know. But let's find out. Let's see if this other app here, the Ghost Structured Light Center, Ghost 2. Let's see. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. Let's get a little light on here. That's weird. It's doing something kind of weird. But I'm not. Okay, that was definitely a little bit strange there. Alright, let's see. We'll try a different spectrum of camera. I'm not seeing anything. Still not seeing anything. Now with the thermal. The odd thing about it is, right? Like, you can see the heat. Like, I'm looking at the computer red hot, right? But then, to areas which look, I mean, it's hot in here. It's like 80 something degrees. See, it's 85 fucking degrees in here. But yet and all, it's like, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. At least not that. Not that I would think. But like, the whole kitchen is popping red. Like, the whole kitchen. Except for the refrigerator and the stove. Now, the other thing, right, is that this is a grow tent. This grow tent is at 86 degrees right now. The only thing shining red on this shining red on. What the hell was that? Oh, there you are. See, now I'm beginning to wonder what's up with this shit, because I'm looking at the cat, but he's not red. But my feet are red. My hand's a little bit colored differently. But I don't see the kitty cat. I don't see the kitty cat. Alright, I don't know, people. Maybe it's because this thing is meant to look at certain colors and change them to reddish. Because I'm not actually seeing anything to me that would... I'm just not seeing anything with this one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't tell. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure. I would need to do a little bit more research on these devices. Maybe actually buy dedicated devices. Because, you know, a lot of times apps would just be bullshit. You know, oh yeah, buy this app and you'll see ghosts. Well, I'm getting tired. Oh, let me turn my fan back on. It's getting way too hot for me. Now, it's 3:48 a.m. and I think the best way to finish this night off, or at least this episode of No Order Without Paranormal, the first official episode of my new paranormal series. I've done other stuff as far as paranormal shit goes before, but nothing like this per se, where I've actually tried to contact the spirits. I definitely would like to do this again more often and see, once I have actual real, you know, more dedicated devices that I believe are actually accurate devices. I want to do more of this and see just what we can find, right? But I've got about 12 minutes left. So, you know what that means, don't you? It means more scary stories. Now, what tale of terror can I tell you now? Or maybe not a tale of terror per se. Maybe we can just talk about something strange, scary, perhaps. So, why don't you all get comfortable if you're not? I know it's late. If you're not watching this live, watch it at night. Watch it in the dark. In the dark. Next time I'll make sure I turn all the lights on. But for now, I will turn on this. Ha! Now, in the darkness, where you see nothing. Nothing at all. You can hear the sounds of the ghosts rustling in the trees, walking through the cemetery. You didn't think anything of it. You know, pissed on someone's grave, kicked dirt on it. But then, you notice things changed after that. Your luck was horrible. Job's terrible. Love life, just gone. You find all the things that you used to take joy in now bring you nothing but pain. You start dreaming of the day your life could end. Begging for it. Crying every night. That's when they come. That's when they come. Who is they, you ask? The shadow people. Runners. Darkness. From the haunted mist, a creature emerges. One like the world has only seen once every 1,000 years. This creature of darkness, evil. Every 1,000 years he comes to feast on the souls of the lost, seeking those damaged individuals, following a path that's not their own. There's many people like this in the world. They think they know what it is that they want. They think they do. They find out otherwise. That what they want is not truly what they want. What they desire is not truly what they desire. These things are influenced by outside forces. It's these people that the evil monsters from the mist feed on the most, taking joy in their fear, in their misery. Like they say, misery does love company. It's like a smorgasbord, it's a buffet. Lost souls, just waiting to be devoured, lost forever in eternity, roaming this planet in search of peace and closure. For some, something that never happens, you know. Then there are those who become entangled in the agony that is the creatures from the mist. Darkness, shadows is what they are. Glimpses, you catch them. Fear in your mind, that tingling on the back of your neck. The hair standing up on end. Goosebumps. It's them. You'll often find yourself in situations where you'll question the reality which is presented to you. It's up to you during these times to figure out for yourself what exactly is real, what's not. Is that shadow you see? Is that truly a shadow? How could there be a shadow in complete darkness? That makes no sense. But it happens, all too often. I want it to be understood that the forces of paranormal, not ones to be trifled with. So often, I've seen that people feel that it is necessary to taunt, provoke spirits. That is something I definitely don't agree with. I mean, dealing with the spirits in this house, I've learned one thing. That when they want to reach out and touch you, well, they can. And they do. There's been times I've been laying here, feet hanging over the couch, relaxed, sitting on my back. Position I usually won't sleep on. I hate the sensation of falling, that sleep paralysis that often happens. The unfortunate thing about my sleep paralysis, I usually end up coming awake with these cloaked beings. Not nice. They give me this sense of fear, like they want my soul. It's the creatures from the mist. Creatures from the mist, waiting ever so patiently for the moment where they can spring forth from the darkness and snatch your soul. Some people, they think it's heart attacks or strokes, aneurysms, sudden death. The many children who, healthy as they are, suddenly die. Oh, yes, they love souls of the innocent more than they love the souls of misery. It's a flavor unlike any other to them. Protect your children. Love them. Hold them close. You never know when creatures from the mist may appear. That low rolling fog you see coming down the hill. You find it strange and odd how it just hangs there. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. I want to thank all of you who took time out of your late night or very early morning to join me for my very first paranormal investigation. I'm going to let Johnson take us out with some words, but as I said, thank you for joining me. This has been An Order Without Paranormal. Hello everyone, my name is Johnson. Not two Johnsons, just one Johnson. As Omen said, we'd like to thank you for joining us for the Witching Hour on No Order Without Paranormal. What did we learn today? Well, I've learned that being a skeptic, all about facts and figures and such, well, there's a whole part of the world that I'm ignoring. And I am now intrigued. I want to know more. If you'd like to know more, well, please, let us know in the comments. Hit us with a like. Perhaps even subscribe to the channel. If there's something more along the paranormal lines you would like to see, please let us know. You can email us at noorderwithoutchaos, ts@gmail.com. If you yourself have any ghost footage or abnormal paranormal activity of any type, whether it be cryptids or perhaps creatures from another dimension, or aliens and UFOs, send them. I'll look at them, and if they're great, or if they're not great, I don't give a shit. I'll not make a compilation of top 5s and such. I might discuss 5 or 6 of them. Once I figure out my software to be able to show you my screen and shit at the same time. Which I have it, I just haven't used it yet. So give me a chance, folks. Thanks everybody. This has been Paranormal. No order without it. Have a wonderful, scary evening.